So I shut the gym down, you ain't walking out. I'll cut you to bits. Because I ain't about boxing, buddy. Okay? I'm a real warrior. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes, mate. Look at my eyes. Ding, ding.
Every main event tells a story, but rarely does a fight come along with this much history as the one set for May the 3rd at the Melbourne Pavilion. Leek v Dounias. Old friends, better enemies. Mitch Leek and Theo Dounias grew up together. At one stage they had the same trainer, Theo's father John, until a split sent them off in different directions until now. Mitch Leek, Theo Dounias, welcome to Team Ellis. John Leek, Mitch's father, and John Dounias, Theo's father, welcome to Team Ellis. Let's go face to face. Why the split with John Dounias?
I think it was a growth period for me. We went through a few amateur fights and we had a lot of development at John's. He was my first boxing coach and really taught me the fundamentals of where I needed to be. And then going forward from there, I think I needed to grow myself and to come out on my own and sort of do what I needed to do. And I think it was, looking back on that time with John, it was a great time. But I've grown a lot now as well here at Team Ellis to where I need to be, and we've really developed into sort of a professional fighter.
Theo, when Mitch left, how did you feel about that?
People come and go, man. People come and go every year, every month in the gym. You know, no feelings.
I understand you guys sparred a bit in those days. What's your memory of those spars, Theo?
Oh, great memories. We had great rounds. We got the most out of each other we could. You know, we as teammates, we were there to help each other. You know, that was it. We were there to help each other. We did rounds. You know, that would help Mitch. The rounds that would help me. It was, you know, we were a real team. So that's all there is to it.
Who got the better of those spars, Mitch?
Yeah, looking back on it, I was probably agreeing Pap and Theo was probably the stronger one back then, and had the most development back then. He was quite fit, quite strong, and quite fast. And in all fairness, it probably turned me into the fighter I am now. That he made me have to push and learn and grow quite quickly, because he was quite good and quite sharp back then. He obviously been fighting from a young age. Where I'd sort of been quite green to the sport, and he would, I'd say, if you put him on an even playing field and scored the rounds, he would have come out probably quite far in front, sort of at that stage of my career. So it's coming on these years now to be turning the tables. Now we're fighting. Look, if you scored the rounds then, it's probably 10 rounds to 9 on Theo's way. But going now, looking back on it, and yeah, coming forward a few years, it'd be interesting once we meet.
John Dounias. You don't play boxing. Did Mitch hurt Theo in one of their final spars?
It doesn't matter what happens 4, 5, 6 years ago. It matters what happens today.
I had heard there was a spar where Theo got hurt. You wouldn't use something like that as motivation for this fight now that they're both professionals?
Whatever you've heard, that's okay. But really, out of everybody sitting on this table, I'm the only one that knows. Because I've trained both of them, haven't I? Answer the question, is it yes or no? No, is it yes or no?
Well, then share with us what happened.
Well, and I will share the comment, is that I hope them the best. And people get hit and they go down. And Mitch has been hit in my conference, in my time, and he's been put down. I don't talk about that because that is a private issue.
Theo, do you feel like you've seen enough of Mitch Leek over the years to beat him?
That's a pretty bold question. We used to train together. We know what's happening. There's going to be no feeling out rounds. We know what we're in for, and Mitch knows I can box him with one hand.
What do you think, Mitch? Has he got your number?
I think the quotation he used there at the start of that sentence was a bold statement. I think that's what he's just used, a bold statement. To think he'll box me off one hand, we'll see. It's a very, very interesting thing to say, and an interesting thing to come out with. We've had a few fights now, and a lot of experience. I think when I first come to the gym, it was one of those things where you learn a lot, you grow a lot, and you develop into a new person, a new fighter with every sparring session, every fight you have. And I think through the years I've had and the experience I've had, and the vast majority of sparring partners I've had, we've had world level experience now with multiple world rated fighters that are very, very good, and they've all had to use more than one hand. So if he thinks he can do that, he's going to have a rude awakening, and that's about it.
John Leek, can Theo beat your boy with one hand?
I wouldn't think so. But, you know, that's probably a statement from Theo, tongue in cheek. He won't be using one hand. Look, I just think it's great that, you know, you can see two boys that have trained together, were good mates, probably still are, but there'll be no mates when fight night comes, that's for sure. And I think that, you know, John as a team with his son are going to be desperate to win, and Mitchell with his team, they're going to be desperate to win. So, you know, the fight's going to be a great fight. You know, everybody knows that, and you know, I think Theo was technically very, very good. Mitchell the same, and I think Mitchell has also got a lot of power in both hands. So, you know, I'm not going to say it's going to be an early night, but you know, Theo will want to be right on his mark for the night, and obviously Mitchell. So, you know, I'm obviously making a prediction that Mitchell will win, because obviously I'll be supporting that side of the ring, and you know, let's hope, you know, after the fight they're shaking hands and all's well.
John Dounias, we heard the expression there, early night. Could Mitch Leek knock out Theo Dounias?
Mitch's knockouts, people have got up, and that's a fact. He's hit people down, he's technically KO'd them, but they've got up. Theo's knockouts, they go in a coma. That's the problem. This is the problem. The last bloke, the second fight that we fought, I wish it never happened like that. I've never seen a kid in a changing room where he's been hit that hard and he wakes up 5-6 minutes later. This is a great fight, and this is a fight that will change both fighters' way of doing things. They will have to adapt. They will have to try and get the best of each other. And I'm not talking my son up. I'm not talking up Mitch. That's the way boxing is. And I believe that they both got the capabilities to hurt each other. And that's the truth. And, you know, I scratch my head. How did we get here? It's very hard when you've trained two boys. My job is to get my bloke through. I wish him all the best. I wish it never happened. But boxing, at a professional level, it's severe.
John, there's an IBF World Youth title on the line.
Yes, mate.
And I'm watching the emotion on your face.
Yes, mate.
And I'm wondering if it is hard for you to know that for your fighter, your son, to become a world champion, he's got to go through someone who you also helped shape.
May the best man win, but it's a win-win for both fighters, and it's a win-win for Australian boxing. This is a win-win for Australian boxing because we're both Australians. You know, this is an Aussie camp. So one boy is going to walk out being so proud, and one boy's going to be walking out going, oh, I've just lost a chance. But they're in the mix, and it makes this what makes a great fight.
It is big. May the 3rd, Melbourne Pavilion, Team Ellis presents Leek v Dounias. Old friends, better enemies. This is face to face. Mitch, Theo. I want you to look each other in the eye. And starting with you, Mitch, what do you want to say to Theo that you hope he remembers when the opening bell goes?
No, good luck. Hope you go through a good camp, and I look forward to seeing you in there.
Theo?
Well, good luck. I hope your hand's feeling better. Get fit. We're doing 10 rounds.
Mitch Leek, Theo Dounias, thank you. John Leek, John Dounias, thank you.
It's going to be a crack of a night. Are you going to be there?
I'll be ringside.
Okay, so it's going to be a crack of a night. Ding, ding, let's get it on.
You and me.
Both of them. Ding, ding. You won't want to get it on with me, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ding,
I'm
ding.
looking for an opponent in August.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I live at place. I'll shut the gym down. You ain't walking out. I'll cut you to bits. Because I ain't about boxing, buddy. Okay? I'm a real warrior. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes, mate. Look at my eyes. Ding, ding.
My name's Seb Costello. This has been Team Ellis, face to face.